Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the next topic of Module 2, that is Pressy writing. The word Pressy is derived from French, that means summary and Pressy writing means the art of summarizing. The art of summarizing. So, Pressy writing is one of the most useful skills you can acquire for your work, both as a student and as a professional. So, students, first of all, you need to understand the exact purpose. The exact purpose of Pressy writing. You should keep in mind that the author of the given passage is an accomplished writer and his writing is for prolific readers, having ample time to read that. So, as a Pressy writer, your task is to produce an easier, shorter, yet complete, version of the passage for an average reader. Average reader means anybody can understand it. So it must be easier and shorter but complete. You are making your writing shorter doesn't mean that you are leaving most important informations outside. So it must be complete in itself. So mentally be prepared that your first engagement with the passage is not going to be a friendly affair. So don't get upset. If you find some unfamiliar terms or words therein, you are supposed to make an overall sense of the passage. And this can be done even if certain parts of the passage make little sense to you. Depend more upon the easier parts of the passage, and they are more obliging instead of doing lots of work, and you just read it again and again. So what you have to do, be familiar with the passage, with reading again and again. Students, if you're finding it difficult to understand the meaning, you can divide your passage into uh, two parts or three parts. Okay, as per the need, you can divide it to just make it easy to understand. So, what you people can do, you just divide that passage into four or five parts and note down the idea. Note down the idea expressed in each part. So this will help you to reproduce the main ideas in the passage and underline the striking sentences and phrases. This is very important, students. Uh, underline the striking sentences and phrases and make a list of the main idea. This will serve as an outline of the précis. Students, if a sentence is very difficult to understand, so you can leave it and you can go further. You can read the further sentences. A paragraph can be understood by moving forward and backward, as one sentence helps you to understand the other sentence. Okay. So you have to read the sentences and passages again and again and learn to distinguish between essentials and non-essentials and supporting ideas and information. So skim through the passage one or twice before grinding the details. So what you have to do, you just see the difference between you can see the difference between essentials and non-essentials. Yes, and supporting ideas and information. So this will help you to make it compressed. When you will write down the most important ideas and you will leave the less important, so it will compress your writing. So do not try to improve or embellish the expressions of the author. You are not supposed to play smarter than him. So try to write short, simple and universal sentences. So what you have to do, you just try to write short, try to write short, simple and uninvolved. Yes, sentences. So long and complex structures can become difficult for you to handle and may confuse the examiner as well. So try to write down the very short and simple sentences. Use linking words like this. However, I mean to say that you can use conjunctions. Use conjunctions like thus, however, moreover, hence, but, in addition to, etc. So only where they are really required. Inserting these words between the sentences will look absurd and may spoil your précis. Yes. So repetition of ideas in a cardinal sin is a précis. Also avoid repetition of words. Okay, so don't repeat the words. Avoid repetition. You don't need to repeat the words. And avoid using unornamental and lofty language in the précis. Use natural expressions and do not try to impress the examiner with your vocabulary. So always write précis in direct speech. If there are direct quotes in the passage, convert those into indirect form, okay? And the passage in a dialogue form must also be changed it into indirect narration. So give up appropriate title to the précis in a matter of top importance, as it can make or mar your impression. So You just have to try, give appropriate example, not example exactly, give appropriate title of your para or passage. Yes. So it should neither be too short nor too long. So here it's very quite noticeable, because we are trying to write down it in the one third part of the original, because it's the one third part of the original. Yes. So don't be too long or too short. Otherwise, it will make your press a wrong expressions. Must express the main ideas highlighted in the passage, and try giving a title without using above in that. Yes. So, beside this press writing, students, you have to learn the next topic, that is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing means to express something again using different words, so that it is easier to understand. So, paraphrasing means to express something again using different words, so that it is easier to understand. I mean to say that when we read something difficult, so we can read it again and again, and we try to understand it, and we write it in simpler way, in simple words. So, formulating someone else's ideas in your own words. So, we can say that it is just formulating someone else's ideas in your own words. To paraphrase a source, you have to rewrite a passage without changing the meaning of the original text. So, what we have to do? To paraphrase a source, you have to rewrite a passage without changing the meaning of the original text. So it means to say that we can't change the meaning of the original text. So we have to write a passage without any change into the meaning of the original text. So what we can do to make this, like how can we paraphrase any passage? So there are some steps to be followed. Number one, read the passage several times to fully understand. So it's a very common practice that when we want to understand something and it is difficult to understand, so what we do, we just have a practice to read it again and again and again. So make several readings and note down the key concepts. Key concepts means the main point, the phrases, the keywords which are emphasized in the paragraph. So note down the key concepts and write down your version of the text. So whatever you have written, you just write down it, okay, without looking at the original. So compare your, finally, compare your paraphrased text with the original passage. So you have to compare your paragraph with that of the original one and make minor adjustments if required. Minor adjustments to phrase that remain similar, that remain too similar, exactly similar. And at the end of your paraphrased paragraph, you people need to cite the source. So these are the 5 steps you can follow while paraphrasing a paragraph. Read the passage several times to fully understand it and note down the key concepts. Write down of your version of the text with or without looking at the original. Compare your paraphrase text with the original passage and make minor adjustment to phrase that remain too similar. Okay, and finally cite the source where you found the idea. So you can write down the name of the source in bracket at the end of the paragraph or piece of writing. We can take one example of the original passage and we will make a paraphrase of that passage. For example, original. The number of foreign and domestic tourists in the Netherlands rose above 42 millions in 2017, an increase of 9%, and and the sharpest growth rate since 2006. The National Statistics Office CBS reported on Wednesday So this is the name of the source and this is our original para. The number of foreign domestic tourists in the Netherlands rose ever 42 millions in 2017, an increase of 9% and the sharpest growth rate since 2006. The National Statistics Office CBS reported on Wednesday. So we will make it paraphrase. So its paraphrased version is here. So we will start that paragraph like this. According to the National Statistics Office, the Netherlands experienced dramatic growth in tourists numbers. Tourist numbers in 2017. More than 42 millions tourists traveled to or within the Netherlands that year, representing a 9% increase. The steepest in 12 years. So this is the paraphrased para and we have started it with according to the National Statistics Office, the Netherlands experienced dramatic growth in tourist number in 2017. More than 42 million tourists traveled to or within the Netherlands that year, representing a 9% increase, the steepest, sharpest, steepest. We are using this word here at the place of sharpest, steepest in 12 years. So the features of this paraphrase is that the text is rewritten in your own words. Number two, the meaning of the text did not change. Number three, the source is cited correctly according to APA in text citations rule. So these are the three features of this text. This text is rewritten in your own words. There is no change in the text and the source is written according to the rule of citation, text citation rule. So further we can discuss some rules again, that start your first sentence at a different point from that of the original source. So we can be careful about starting, like you have to start it with a different point from that of the original. So be different while starting with that of the original. So you can use the words like according or according to, and use synonyms. The words that mean the same thing. Change the sentence structure. So the thing we can do, sentence structure, and break the information into separate sentences. So we can do these things to make a paraphrase, like be different while starting it with that of the original, and use synonyms and change the sentence structure, break the information into separate sentences. So students, today we have discussed the two topics, précis writing and paraphrase. Précis writing means a compressed part of the original, means we can write down it into one third of the original by reading and underlining it again and again. We must read it properly to make it simple and easy without leaving the most important. And paraphrase means writing down or expressing something in easy words. Yes.